To be fair, it's because I had guests over last night, so I had to actually move my computer.
Ah, right. So did they end up
So,
staying then? I'm guessing.
What?
They ended up staying. Your guests.
They did.
Yeah.
They did stay. They stayed in my room, so I had to move everything out the way so I could pull the bed out.
Oh, bless. Right, fair enough.
And because I bought Jackbox, you know, the Jackbox games.
Yes. Yeah, well, you played it on
Obviously,
the thing, yeah.
the monitors don't have speakers, so I plugged the HDMI to my TV. But the HDMI cable is really short, so I had to move the computer onto the actual top of the desk.
Right.
And I've had to move it all back, and obviously I thought everything was fine and plugged in, apparently not. But alas, we are here, we are back. Thank God. An hour late. That's on you, not me.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, Tom didn't finish work until 8, and I am his taxer because I love him so much.
And who forgot about the stream? Oh, I hear silence, so the answer must be you.
Cricket. Little cricket. Oh dear. Do you have the chat up?
I don't. Because, you know, as I've been very fucking busy trying to fix this bloody issue.
It's alright, because I forgot my password for our Twitch, I know. So I've had to, like, spend about half an hour, 45 minutes trying to sort that out. Ugh. And then...
I was actually with my nan talking about family, because you know how we started doing our family tree?
Oh, yes.
Yep. I had spider legs on me. Ew.
What from?
Dead spiders.
What from? Where?
Dead spiders.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have dead spider legs on me, though. That's all you need to know. And it's...
Bit of Loki coming through. Loki's like, I'm here, bish. You and I both know who's related to spiders.
So true. So true. So true.
Oh dear. Right, what are we talking about today? Divination.
Divination.
Woo! Oops.
We love it. We love it.
We live for it.
I live for it. I bought a new tarot deck.
You have?
I did.
When did you buy that?
Yesterday on my birthday.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Yep.
Was this? I'm guessing this is after I left.
Yes. When I went into Leeds, obviously. Once I got my nails done.
Right. Okay. Was she all right? The woman that did your nails? Because I know we were late.
Yeah, we got my nails done on time.
Oh, nice. Oh, so you went completely change.
Yeah. I was a little sad about it, but there's not much you can do. I'll just get them back later.
That's all right then. Oh dear.
But I went for a colour called Night in Venice. It's blue and it's sparkly.
That's nice. I like that. I like that colour. Sorry.
So yeah.
You want in?
But yes. So yesterday, obviously, was my birthday. Yeehaw.
Yes.
So today marks winter solstice.
It does. Yes, it does. The growing dark has ended now and spring is on his way.
Woo! Spring is on its way here. So, winter solstice, and do you know what today also marks?
What? What does today also mark?
The last day of Sagittarius season.
It does. And then it's Capricorn season. Woo, woo, woo,
That is Capricorn season.
Oh, but yeah, I do agree with you that whoever decided Capricorn starts before Christmas and New Year never met a Sagittarius.
Was wrong. I feel like they were under the Sagittarius. I feel like a Sagittarius was friends with a Capricorn. Capricorn was so persistent that they got the Sagittarius so raving drunk, and they just went, so can we just change the state? And they were like, yeah, fine, whatever.
100%. 100%. Oh, we've only just started streaming. Fabulous. Sorry, guys. Or at least it's only just popped up for me. But I've been recording it, so it's fine.
It's fine.
So yeah, we're on about divination today. How to communicate with spirit, talk with spirit, other people. And the universe, of course. Big one.
Of course, of course. Now we could decide whether we wanted to do a reading or just talking about where things came from, or I've lost sound from Lindsay.
No, I didn't say anything, don't worry.
Oh.
I was just being a little gremlin going.
Just showing.
Yorkshire Pure Evil's here. Hey! Hiya.
Wait, what?
Yorkshire Pure Evil's here.
Hey! Hi! Hey dude, how are you?
Don't worry, it's fine. It will be up on YouTube tomorrow. I hope you rest well. Have a good night's sleep. Merry Yule!
Merry Yule! Happy winter solstice!
Oh dear. Right. So what we could do is, because I know we talked about this yesterday, and I still need to do a birthday reading for you. So would you like us to go through different types of divination, tips, hints, and then we'll go on to like finish off with tarot and then do a reading if you want?
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
How long have you got this evening?
I don't know.
Because I know you're no longer working for the rest of the Christmas holiday.
No, but Tom is for the next couple of days.
But how early is he awake?
He has to be up at 10 tomorrow. Well, no, before 10. Like 9, I think.
That's fine, there's plenty of time. You can get 6 hours of sleep from like 2 a.m. So
2 a.m.
this is how my brain
dear.
functions. As long as I can figure out 6 hours of sleep, I'll be fine.
You do know that as a Capricorn, I need at least 8.
Me as
bed,
a
love,
Capricorn
my
plus,
second lover.
I need at least 10 to function as a proper human being.
I mean,
6
yeah.
is the bare minimum to be like,
I mean,
I'm here and I'm alive.
exactly.
Be grateful.
I mean, 100%. I think anything,
But
anything over 10, and I'm just like, don't even wake me up. I'm going back to sleep.
anything over 10 hours.
Anything over 10 hours is like I'm going back to sleep. Bye, bitch. Bye.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yep.
No denying it.
No denying it whatsoever.
No denying it whatsoever.
Absolutely none. Sleep is a good thing, you know? I still have my trainers on from earlier today. Like, I haven't had one rest in the past 6 months.
Bloody hell. You have been a busy person, haven't you?
But you know what? This year has been very busy and very eventful for me. So it would be, I might do myself like a little reading later and just be like, give me my year in tarot, you know? Give me what 2021 had for me.
So basically what I'm
You
going
know?
to do.
No, you're doing me for 2022. That's yet to come.
Okay, yes.
But you're not doing a Wheel of the Year for next year. I already know it's happened this year.
Sorry, forgot.
Go for a Capricorn, you're really shit with memory, aren't you?
Yeah.
For a Sagittarius, whilst I may actually be shit with certain things, I remember a lot.
In fact, you know what? It's not that I forget. I sometimes forget knowledge. Like, obviously with like chemistry and things like that. Like, I remember that stuff. But social stuff, I forget. And it's so weird.
That's fair. I forget academic stuff, but I remember social things. I remember every social interaction, every conversation, anything to do with people. I'm like, I remember this, but I also don't know if that's my Virgo.
It could be.
But Sagittarius are very social creatures, so I've been in my element of my sun sign for the past 6 months, so there's that. It's been great. It's been absolutely great. I'm absolutely exhausted, but I'm enjoying it. But anyway, let's get on to the topic of divination.
Yes.
Let's dive in as to what divination is, I guess.
Yeah, should we go with like a definition? Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, first time viewer. Hi.
Hi.
Where are we? Can I ask you a question? Of course you can. What do you want? What's the question?
No, you can't ask a question.
Lily,
Oh my
don't be
god.
like that.
Can you imagine the sheer audacity of asking us questions?
How?
We're just chatting. It's not a Q&A.
Do you know why men are superior?
And the answer is, they are not. They suck, they are trash, and I hate them as a group. Are they? Do you know why men are superior? Yeah, the answer is that they are not. They think they're superior because we let them.
Because they can stop the what? Because they can stop blood
flow
with
with
their
their
mind.
Fuck's sake.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, I saw your Snapchat. What the hell happened on that train? I was like trying to follow it. I was like, what is happening?
Do you know what? That train was a whole... not only was it a literal journey, but it was a journey.
What was he talking
It was
like
just
bullshit or
banter.
something?
It was just banter, right? It started out as a joke. So me, Bex, and Lucy, we got on the train because it was about to leave. We ran onto this train and we were just walking up the carriages. And we were like, let's try and get a table because there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh shit, there's no. And then the 2 guys sat on the table like, you guys just sit there. There's 2 seats here on this table and 1 seat on that table. You're still sat together. And we were like, yeah, let's just do that. They were probably the same age around as us. Ish. And there was this other guy stood by the door of the trains. We were just having a bit of a laugh, oh, where are you off to? Oh, you went out? Cool. We were at Wagamama's. Oh, we went there too. You know, sort of thing. And we decided to, like, cracking out some jokes, and it was fine. And this guy stood by the door, was laughing at our conversation. So we were like, hey, just join in the convo. We see you, like, listening in and laughing. We know you think it's entertaining, so why don't you join in on the fun?
Yeah.
And just...
And that's how you got roped into conversation.
And he just couldn't take a joke. It was so bizarre. Like, hold on. You laughing at our conversation, and as soon as we, like, involve you, you no longer want to. And I'm like, hold on. You know this conversation is full banter. Why are you taking it seriously, bro?
Bloody hell.
It was an absolute weird thing. And then he actually pushed the child. Like, the guy that was, like, in his 40s stood by the door.
Really?
Pushed him because he couldn't handle banter. Like, there were so many jokes made, and it was absolutely brilliant. Like, the whole part of that carriage was just laughing.
Oh.
Like, obviously at the one that was making the joke, and it was just brilliant. It was just so funny. He couldn't take it, and I was like, I can't help but laugh. It was just that funny. At one point, he was like, I've got, like, Kim, what are you, like, 12 inches? It was like 12. He went, what are you, like, 12? And he went, yeah, 12 inches in your mum.
That's brilliant. Oh.
It was absolutely brilliant. Because he was wearing, like, a knit jumper, and he was like, fucking hell, calm down, you and your fucking sheepskin, like your sheep jumper. And it was like, oh. It was... Sure, it was so funny until the fight started.
Oh.
But it was still somewhat funny because the other guy was like, I'm a child, I'm 16. And it was like, it was so funny. And they're like, oh, brilliant.
Dear.
It was great.
Fair enough. Right, divination.
Divination.
Divination is the practice of determining hidden significance or cause of events, sometimes also known as fortune telling, by various natural psychological, and other techniques. Found in all civilizations, both modern and ancient, it is encountered most frequently in contemporary mass society in the form of horoscopes, astrology, crystal gazing, tarot cards, or a Ouija board.
Do we need to send you back to school?
Look, I'm slightly dyslexic. There's no need. There's no need to out me, alright? It's big words. It's big words. I'm just like,
No, but you can read Sagittarius quite alright, can't you?
I can't spell it for
Capricorn.
shit. I go Sag, Tit, Aries. It's like beautiful, or because babies eat carrots and not sex. Yeah, I still can't spell because without doing that.
You're outing yourself here. I'm not the one doing this. You're doing this one yourself. I'm just gonna let you dig a hole here.
If you can't laugh at yourself, I make myself laugh.
What's the point of living if you can't joke?
True, exactly.
Anyway, divination.
Yes.
I think since we will be doing a tarot reading later, I think it's only appropriate for us to talk about tarot itself.
Yeah. Do you want to start with tarot?
We can start with tarot.
If you want to, yeah.
Absolutely. So many cultures use tarot.
Has my stream stopped? No. My chat. Do you want to hear a Yo Mama joke?
Go on then.
Have you got the chat open? Have you still
Yeah.
got the chat? You have. So you can see it.
Yeah.
I want to say, I thought my stream stopped then because I couldn't see anything. Right. While they're typing, do you want to talk about tarot?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Tarot is used in many cultures. Romani, obviously any sort of pagan, religion, craft,
Spiritual
whichever.
as well.
Yeah. Was, I believe, as far back as dated to Italians back in, oh god, what century?
Oh, probably I think it was like 14th, 13th, I'm sure. Something like that. It was very old. Right.
Not gonna lie, that's the worst Your Mama joke. I hate Your Mama jokes anyway. So.
Fair enough. Yes, consists go
Tarot.
back to the I'm sure it's like 14th century, maybe even 13th if I can remember right. Very, very old. It is different from playing cards. Playing cards has 52 cards, whereas your typical tarot deck is 78 cards, which include 4 different suits, ace to king, sometimes depending, with what we call major arcana cards.
And there are 24 major arcanas, and the rest are all called minor arcana. So major arcanas tend to be are cards like the Fool, the Magician, Sun, the Moon, the World, which tend to, I would say, more represent milestones or an overall theme, or
Yeah, I would say a theme.
Like a theme or certain topic as to what needs to be
Sorry.
looked at.
Yeah. I always get it as a theme or something that you... What's the word I'm looking for?
Something you need to focus on, I think.
Yes. Yeah. and it can be general, but usually when it's in sort of like a reading, that theme starts to show itself. So for instance, if you've had an argument with someone and the hangman comes out, now the hangman is someone who's upside down, hanging from what's considered a tree or a branch, or just hanging upside down. And that basically is saying you need to get a different perspective of things. Either sit in their shoes, be in their shoes, X, Y, Z. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of like that sort of thing. We are from the UK. We are witches of Yorkshire. Yorkshire is in the UK, yes. If you are starting out, I do this, and this is just my way of doing it, not everybody does, but starting a journal. So here you can keep all of your spreads, all of your readings, so that you can reflect on them. Because what you'll find is a lot of the readings that you may do won't happen for a while, or depending on how well you interpret the deck, I guess, or how much information the deck is willing to give you, in fact, is sometimes a different one as well, isn't it? You can also get books, so little books. So this is something I keep around with me along with the tarot deck. It's just a little book of tarot. It is good for keywords when you know your cards, but it's not really that good for in-depth information, if I'm honest.
I have a tarot book that I use and still like to refer to every so often. It's the first tarot book that I got. So it's the Tarot for Beginners by Lisa Chamberlain. Do you know what? It may be small, but it's incredibly useful. It is well used already, and I have had this one for about 2, almost 3 years now. We got like a brief introduction for the very start, and then it jumps straight into tarot meanings, reversed meanings. The cards of the major in order.
Yeah.
So we'll have like the Fool, a Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, and there'll be
That's the list.
on the top is
That's reversed.
the part of which the card what it looks like, what it represents, and the meaning for it, and then what it means reversed, which I find very useful, because especially when I started to read reversed. And I do still struggle on a few things that are reversed, but then it moves swiftly on to the minor arcanas. So most minors only have a small description.
Yeah.
But it's always got keywords and a short description. So I don't know, Lindsay, pick a card and think of a tarot card, any card, in the minor.
2 of Cups.
2 of Cups, right? Look, shall we? Got wands, cups, there we go. So 2 of Cups, we've got, in terms of keywords, partnership, unified love, relationships, and attraction. The 2 indicates happy relationships or favorable promises, and it goes on to explain a little bit further. And then in reverse, also has another set of keywords, a relationship imbalance, a lack of harmony, or separation. And again, continues to add a little short description of going a little more in depth.
Yeah.
So again, this is tarot decks for beginners. Best if you want to use more intuition-based things, but also great if you're just trying to get to know your deck a little bit more.
Yep, 100%. And don't be afraid if you are going to give readings to like other people, or if you're going to give readings to or if you need to check, use a book, that's absolutely fine. Like the people that are doing readings without a book or without referring to someone, to something, sorry, they've been doing it for a long time, and it comes with practice, and it comes with doing readings, doesn't it? Because you find meaning to you.
Yes.
So if I was to do a reading and Beth was to do a reading, I mean, I think we did this, didn't we, to a person. We both did a reading, and it was saying similar things, but there was different cards that was appearing, purely because we interpret them differently. But we got roughly the same outcome, didn't we?
We did, yeah. I wonder how that person's doing now, though. So I would like to know.
I don't know. I might ask a friend, see if he's still going.
Definitely.
Right.
I'm sorry if you can hear me swallowing, like I'm fucking dehydrated.
I know you're thirsty for me, honey. No homo.
I know I'm gay, but even I got standards.
Oh! I can't believe you just said that. How can you break my heart like this? How dare you? I'm joking.
You're in love with me? I thought we were just friends.
Best friends?
Right.
Bestie. You do know you've got me for life now, right? Don't you
Pops
dare
on
cut me
plane
off.
to a different country. Leaves everything behind.
When can I visit?
Never, it's Atlantis.
I want to go to Atlantis.
Well, too bad, because I will be attempting to make my way there, and on the way there I will be dying in the ocean.
Honey.
You get my drift.
I do get your drift. Do we want to
Moving
show
on.
off our Tavro collection?
We absolutely can.
So,
Let me grab the majority of mine. I have a lot.
yep. I mean, I've grabbed most of mine. This was the very first deck that... No, it wasn't. It was a second deck that I bought. This is a change from the Weight Tarot, or Rider Weight Tarot. It does have...
Tarot.
It does have
learn how to
a
pronounce
sheet.
it.
Oh, thank you. Love you. Ah, thanks.
What a gay ass bitch.
I am too.
Can
Excuse
you
me?
keep that to yourself?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Disgusting. That feels ew. Cut that shit out. My deck knows me. So that's your first deck. This one, actually, I think our
This is my
decks are
second.
probably very similar. So this is my first deck. So
Yeah.
this is the back of the cards.
We have
Very
the same one.
coincidental. No way was yours the
Yours.
Four of Swords on the back. My Four of Swords was on the bottom of the deck before I shuffled them.
Yeah, you have the Chinese ones, don't you? Oh,
I
whichever it
do.
is, the
So
kanji.
the Mandarin ones.
Mandarin,
I'm
that's
not too
it.
sure. I think it's Mandarin. So this is what the other cards look like. Obviously, very shiny. Freaking beautiful. Mine are a bit bigger than yours.
Yeah.
But so this was my first ever deck that I used, and they have done me well.
This was
They have
actually my
served
first,
me
to be
well.
fair. It's the
The
Familiar
Familiar's
Tarot.
Tarot.
I've not actually used this for a
Interesting.
while. It's by Lisa Parker. And yeah,
Honestly?
it has some beautiful. Oh my god, Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Look at that. It's got cats and shit. What?
The Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords together.
They
I
just
don't
fall
know.
out.
No, they were like flipped over, like they flipped. But I don't know who it's for, because I know it ain't me.
Is it definitely not you?
I haven't got anything like that.
Well, not currently. It might be warning you or something.
I doubt it.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just because I'm shuffling, so it might be someone that's actually watching it.
Could be. Yeah.
You never know. We are streaming.
Yeah. I then got this one, which is Witch's Tarot. Very similar to the to this one. in terms of imagery, but instead it takes on that witch's aspect, where instead of Wheel of Fortune, it's the Wheel of the Year. Karma instead of... What was it? Karma instead of... Was it... No, Death is still in there. The Devil. I remember that now. The backs are very nice. Jumper Moon. A bit more instead of like the cartoon, it's a little bit more picturesque. But yeah.
What's my second deck? I think mine was this. But technically, my second deck was actually.
Have I seen that one before?
This one.
I don't think I have.
So these is that's the back, and magician on the bottom, and that is what the other cards look like.
Oh, I've not
The
seen that
general
one.
gist.
That's nice.
I tend to use these for my spell work.
Right.
These were particularly
Particularly.
that's the one, useful for my cursing and black magic spell or dark magic spell. Well, I haven't actually done any spreads with them, to be honest.
It's always good to keep a deck for specific things.
Yeah.
So, like, for instance,
So,
I have
I
one
don't
for
think
general use. I have one for work. I have one for relationships. I have one that's just for my ancestors, deities, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. I have a lot. We have a lot of tarot. How many do you have in total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I asked Anubis if I could show his deck, and he's like, no, that's not happening. I was like, okay.
Maybe another time.
Maybe another time.
That was my second deck. What was my third deck? I have oracle cards, but again, not something I necessarily use. I got these in the same... To be fair, I got gifted these ones alongside the ones I just shown you.
You know, oracle cards, do they still contain 78? Or does it vary?
No. This one is 26. These ones are more like... does vary. So I've got like seasons, element, cardinal points of compass, celestial bodies, yeah.
I was just saying, your oracle cards and tarot cards can be different. Well, technically they are different.
Sacred places as well. Yeah. I've got 26 of those. Of these ones. They do come in handy if I want to aid in something. Sorry.
Sorry,
hello.
My cat's piped up for my... Like, he's just seen my food.
Well, this one's just popped out for me. Celestial body of Jupiter.
Oh.
And obviously my ruling planet is Jupiter.
It is.
Practice magic for luck and prosperity, for wealth, money, and employment opportunities, for expansion, growth, travel, and for justice. So, which is quite funny to me. So that's what came with my last deck. Because it was like part of a Wicca gift pack thing. It came with the tarot, the oracle cards, a little guide, and like a pink candle.
Oh, that's nice.
I got that from again, like my partner's like siblings. So.
Okay, yeah.
At the time,
yeah.
I'm not gonna use those. I also have. So this is my favorite deck. I know
I'll
you
show
should have
my
favourites, but let's be honest, we all do.
We all do. I mean, you know my favourite. I'm gonna show this bad boy soon. Don't even think about it. No, 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 no.
So this is my favourite deck, and it's the one that has helped me the most.
Get off. Carry on.
This one is my manga inspired tarot. So this is what the backs look like.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one before, haven't I? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've given you readings with this one, so I should help you.
Put your sniffer away. This is my food. Sorry. I do apologise. This is the Wild Unknown Tarot. I typically use this for like relationships and things, because this one is slightly different in the fact where instead of having a page, knight, queen and king, you have instead son, daughter, mother, father. Come on, away. Go on. Get up. No, go away. And the imagery is really nice. So this is Temperance. So it's a stork with a fire. No.
See, this is mine.
And it's snake skin on the back. Oh, look at that. I pulled the two cups.
Oh, there's the tower. I think the tower is probably one of the prettiest cards in the deck.
I don't really have a pretty one. I think they're all gorgeous. Oh, in fact,
Oh,
I do.
I
This
think
one.
these are all gorgeous.
I like the butterfly. Two of Pentacles. Although my favourite is the Marigold Tarot Deck. This is the gold gilded edition. Comes with a nice bag. And it's gilded in gold. And this is a lot about skulls, skeletons, marigolds, that sort of thing, and the imagery is so nice, especially of the backs is marigold.
It's pretty. It is so pretty, honestly.
Look, Three of Cups.
I'm trying to think what my deck was after that. I think it was my I know what deck I'm missing.
What deck are you missing?
I'm missing my Enchanted Lovers one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the one with that, is it roses?
Yeah. Don't know where that is. Oh, I have to find that now.
Go away. You've had your tea.
Why don't you just lock them out the room? Shut them out the room.
How can I?
Do you have a door?
I do, but we don't actually use it. Come here. Big cat.
Pick up and take them out.
I think he's gone now. Oh.
Hi!
Hi, Newford. Hi. First time chat. Hi. Oh. Sorry about that. My cat was after my dinner.
I need to find my Enchanted Lovers, because I don't remember what bag I put them in last, so I'll have to find them. Was it when I was on the way down to London? When I messaged? No, I wasn't. I was on the train somewhere.
You were on the train somewhere. It's going in his hut now. He was. One, two. Loving Salem and Merlin. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I personally really love this deck because it's so bright and colourful. So this is the front of the deck. Very nice, very simple, very cute. It is gold, shiny gold on the sides.
Oh yes, we like gold.
And the cards are very bright and colourful. So they look like that. Very artsy. Oh, maybe 10 of cups, you know. Still keeps like the traditional sort of general thing going. So it's not quite as difficult to read them. Not only that, they do have the bottom on the actual card at the bottom, because some of them are completely different to traditional ones.
Right.
I love this deck, and this deck I do use for when it comes down to more personal. It sure she did.
Hi, neighbour. Yes, I am eating again. I'm eating my tea, which is why Merlin is staring intently. Oh, I'm always
I
eating.
didn't say anything.
That look.
Don't know what look you mean.
You know, say I don't have any tourist placements. I love food.
I think everybody loves food.
Oh.
You've made me really want chips now.
Sorry, mate. Oh, yes, I've got some more biscuits. Yes! Nope. Go away.
Why does he look like he's eating off your plate?
He's not. He's just going around it. Fuck off. No. I'm fighting. Go away. Come on. Carry on. What were you saying?
I can't remember.
You can't remember. You've been now being distracted by the cat.
I have.
The
I love
huge
cats,
cat.
but oh my god, do they just annoy you sometimes?
I mean, they make me laugh so much, and they're nice and cuddly. But whenever there's food, forget about it. 100%. You want them to get into the carriers? Food.
Food always works.
Always.
Yeah, I have one missing tarot deck at the moment, but
It's probably in a bag somewhere, isn't it?
you what?
It's probably in a bag somewhere, isn't it?
It's got to be somewhere. Like,
I'm thinking backpack.
I know I put a
brown
backpack.
one.
Brown one?
Yeah, I can just see like a brown or a red, something like that. You don't have one, do you?
No.
Who the fuck is this? I'm putting you to the side.
Yep, I definitely don't have a brown or red backpack. Moving on,
Anyways.
I have the Tarot Gothica. They're not my favourite deck, if anything, my least favourite. And I do sort of regret buying them. Simply because I just don't like them. You know, I'm looking at them like, I really, really hate these. There isn't any diversity, because obviously that's their photography. There is no diversity. There's like one Asian person in there, and he's got like one card. And the rest are all white women and men.
Yeah, no diversity.
No diversity. They're pretty cards, I guess, like, if you're into like proper goth photos. But I just think I personally don't like them. I just don't think they're up to scratch. I think the photos are very amateur at most. You know? So, you know, but that's me. That's me.
Well, no. This is Salem, by the way, so we won't be after my food as much. Really?
So I don't like to use these at all, to be honest. I just don't connect at all. So if anything, I'll just end up giving them away. at a later date.
Oh, you could do a giveaway. Sorry.
Could possibly, because they're not used. Never done a reading with them.
Could do it in a later stream.
We could do. Obviously I've got my Enchanted Lovers. I have one more Oracle deck. I have a lot of cards. I didn't realise how many I had. I have the Oracle cards, the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. So they're at the front of the deck. It's very pretty.
They're very large.
And this is the card. So it's just the animal and obviously this what. So and a small little message underneath in terms of which animal this is going to represent. So I don't know, we'll pick a random one. So we've got a dolphin. A dolphin spirit is this and that are true. I like to read the little book that comes with it. Sometimes pure intuition. I like to use them to aid or confirm big spreads that I'm doing. So if someone's asking me about a job and how things are going, I'll do a reading for them. And I don't know. Let's say they're worried about money and finances and not having enough to do what they need to. I'll be like, right, so what oracle message can I give for you? And most of the time, if it comes down to money, the koi fish comes up because there is always enough.
Okay, yeah.
So it's more like this is just confirming the reading that I've done and the main message for it.
Right.
Rather than this is your spirit animal. That's not it. This is an animal. This is what we've put down for the meaning of the animal. So because I bought it and I got really worried about appropriation. But I was looking through them and I was like, do you know what? That's not too bad because we had the dove spirit, which is just be peace. We've got the cat spirit, which is claim your independence.
Yeah, this
because we know cats as independent creatures. But I have one more deck.
Go on then.
It's the unopened one that I bought yesterday.
Ooh, new deck. Sorry.
New deck. I think you might like this one. I saw it and I just kind of had to get it. Because I was looking and I saw it and the colours instantly intrigued me. And then I saw that it was an astrology deck.
Ooh, that's a pretty box.
It is a pretty box. Oh, put it closer to the camera.
Oh, it's even got the wheel. Oh, nice.
Because I love pastel and soft colours. I couldn't say no to this one. And it's got a little guidebook in it as well. So it's called The Heavenly Bodies Astrology by Lily Ashwell. This cost me £25. I did buy it in store, so online it would still be the same. It's still 25 quid.
That's not bad.
Online. We'll have a look at the cards, shall we? I love the box though. Let's look at that beautiful box.
Oh, that's nice.
It's stunning. This is a stunning box, honestly.
You've now made me want that deck.
Bro.
I ain't even seen the cards yet.
I just opened it up and this is it. Are you ready?
Oh.
So the quote says, "Heaven is under our feet as well as over our heads."
Like it. Are you being serious right now? Get your paw off of me. Nope.
This book is an actual hardback book. This is so gorgeous. This is just turned into an unboxing thing now.
It has. My cat's just swept.
But it's alright. That's fine. Whilst you're eating, I'll talk about the deck.
Please do.
These pages are gorgeous, honestly. Look at that.
Oh, that's cute.
We've got a note from Lily, so obviously the creator of the deck. We understanding astrology, the planets, the signs of the zodiac, the houses, major aspects. Actually, this is very interesting. Working with the deck, we've got to learn, to decode, and to communicate. So to learn, we've got the deck. I'll look at this a little bit later, properly later. We've got the birth chart in there.
See, he doesn't want me now. Now that I don't have food, he doesn't want me. Sorry, carry on.
Single card spread's got a couple of things. It's got the moon, Venus, Saturn. Oh, this is very good. Leo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Oh, I love the card for Sagittarius. It's even got the shadow meaning for it, so this is good.
Oh.
Energies, experiences, and shadows. Very good, very nice. Right then, should we bring out the cards?
What, you want to read him?
No, I'm just gonna show because I can't read them yet.
Sorry.
Can't read them yet. This is the box. This is the back. It's got some nice quotes.
Oh, I do like those kinds of boxes where it's like the lift of the lid. I do like them. It's so satisfying, isn't it?
Oh, look at that! They've got like a little band around it, and it's all the symbols of astrology symbols.
Yeah. So all your planet signs. Yeah.
Your planets and your yep. It's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
Ooh. Heaven through earth and spirit through body. This is nice. This is nice. No!
What?
The cards are bent.
How? Or is that just like is that a guidebook? Is that a protector?
No, they're the actual cards.
How can they bend that easy?
Oh, I'm really sad.
That must be the producer that's done that. You know,
Yeah,
when they
well,
put it in the box.
yeah, I opened the box, I pulled it out, and there they are, bent.
I'm just saying.
Cool. Thanks for the obvious. Captain Obvious.
Fucking hell. Sure.
I'm a little bit sad about it, but I mean, what can you do? I'm hoping that I'll use them enough that they do get worn down.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a bit sad about that, though.
I wonder if you're able to like flatten them with anything.
Well, no, because the crease is like properly in there now.
Is it?
Yeah. The moon, not so much, but this one.
Oh yeah, you can see how it's crumpled. Oh no. Was that on the bottom as well?
Yeah, they were the bottom two cards.
Refund.
Well, it was in a shop. I can't.
Oh.
But anyway, it will be fine. Saturn, a nice little owl.
Oh.
And on the bottom it says feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. Jupiter, so these are all the planets. Shit, these are so nice. So Scorpio, intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. So reading with these cards, I probably will be using them more as questions to aid in, like, what kind of signs or should you be paying attention to, or like, what sign is this person, or like,
yeah,
you know,
100%.
that will be gorgeous. Like, they will be so nice. Okay, I'll try and flatten them with the rest of the deck. It's not gonna happen. Take the wrapper off. You can just see them.
Oh yeah.
In the center of the deck.
They should flatten out with time.
I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. A little pressed about it, but At least I can put them in a box properly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's me done.
Okay. I'm already done. I don't have a lot of decks.
I have a lot more decks than you, though.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
But that's mostly because I just keep buying decks.
See, your tarot deck. You have a tarot deck addiction. I have a crystal addiction.
Press them under a weight. Yeah.
You might have to do that.
I'll put them under a weight later. Put them back.
I mean, my cats are pretty
They're
hefty.
gorgeous.
Get them to step on it.
Alrighty then. What do we want to talk about now?
Pendulums. I mean, I've just got it, so.
Pendulums. That should be in the crystal talk, not the tarot talk.
It should be technically, but it's divination.
True.
It's a mix of. Plus, it doesn't really matter if you have a crystal. You can have a ring.
Is it
on
your
a
new
chain.
pendulum? Is that a new pendulum?
Yeah.
Is it selenite?
It is selenite, yes.
Knew it.
Yes. I usually use
Do you
this
love
one.
it, don't you?
Yeah. I usually use this one for spirits and ancestors. So spirit guides and ancestors, this one. I have a black one for deities and an amethyst one. I've not really used that one yet, to be honest.
I haven't really used my rose quartz one, but I use my tiger's eye one to communicate.
With pendulums, obviously they swing. You'll have your own way of knowing if it's yes or no. You can start off with some basic questions like, is my name is my name I can't even think of the name. Elizabeth? No. Is my name Lindsay? Yes. Just basic questions. Get it sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? People use calibrated for yes and no.
Yeah.
You can also have, in a semicircle, you can have A to Z, can't you? And depending on where it swings, that's the letter it's trying to tell you. And numbers as well. There's quite a few different mats for these. So you can have a mat that says yes and no. Yes is up and down, no is left to right.
Yeah.
And around is like maybe or unknown and and on them they'll usually have the A to Z or the numbers. A few of them have astrology. I've got one that's got astrology on it. I'll have to take a picture and pop that in the Discord.
You will.
But yeah, you can even use them to guide you, so you don't really need a mat if you take it with you outside. A lot of people have done this on like TikTok, haven't they? Where if it swings,
Clock app, yeah.
and the clock app, where if it swings in a direction, you follow it. So yeah, you can use these to actually find objects as well.
A lot of people use pendulums to find other crystals.
Yes, or to find other crystals. Yes. Yeah. I think that's all I know about pendulums, to be fair. Do you want to add to
Do we want to do a reading for the tarot since we explained for an hour? We went through tarot.
Yeah, we can. Do you want me to do a birthday reading for you? Yeah,
we can do it now.
Yeah? Do you want to do it now?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this on the middle of the stream. Let's go.
Is that alright, or I can do it after?
No, wait. Well, let's do it now. Hey, well, at least I know I can refer back to it later.
Oh, yes, that is true. It is recording, yes. Alright, let me get this out. My trusty all-rounder deck.
Let's get myself comfortable.
Get yourself comfy.
So what kind of reading? So obviously I know it's obviously my birthday gift, but I know we're doing Wheel of the Year, I guess, but
yeah, I don't have enough space, so I'll just be laying them out in a line. So 1 through to 12. So one being the next month incoming. So end of this month towards January.
Okay.
Does that
And
make
then-
sense? So
Then like February,
Yeah.
March, April. Yeah.
so like now, rest of December, January, February, March, April, May.
Okay.
Or you can take it
Up
as
until December next year. Or
yeah, up until December next year. So in fact, we could do card number 1 as being January through to 12 being December. That might make
yeah,
more
that's
sense.
better. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need to know this month. I can do that myself.
Sorry.
Besides, we have like 10 days left.
That's true. I forgot how much we're in December. Okay. Fuck. Give me a minute. All of the cards have just spat out. Okay. So I didn't mean to look
What?
at it. So this was supposed to be your overall for the year.
Don't you dare say 2 of Cups or 4 of Cups.
No,
It's the Tower.
it is the Tower.
Ooh, it's the Tower.
It's the Tower.
Spicy.
Spicy. So this is like overall.
Okay, the Tower isn't always bad.
No, not always
Talk
bad.
to me like, talk to me like I've never done tarot before.
No, but I'm just saying, for those of you that do not know, the Tower at the time can seem like a bad situation, a sudden, horrible, not current, just like an event that's like going to shatter your tower down. But in the end, it'll be like, it's happened for a reason, and you'll be better off for it. Okay, so okay. Right. Are you ready? Are you happy?
I am ready.
Are you happy, or do you want me to shuffle until you say stop?
Nope, I'm happy with whatever you do for me.
Okay, that's fine. Right, so January. We have 9 of Wands.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to go into it individually, or do you want me to take the 12 out and then go through it?
However you feel fit.
Usually, sometimes
This
they
is
link.
your reading to me, so you do what suits you best. Okay.
February, 3 of Swords. March is 7 of Pentacles reversed. March, April, Magician. May is the 5 of Cups. June, Lovers. July, Victory. August, the Moon. September, Page of Swords. October, November, December.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll start off with January. I usually like to lay them all out before I go into them, because then I can sort of tell more of a story and how one month may interlink with another. So obviously overall we have the Tower, so something changes. At the time it's going to seem horrible, bad, but you will be better for it. I have a feeling from the cards that have been come, it looks like it's month 7, so July, where we see that coming out of. The Tower is seen as an opportunity to rebuild, regrow, start from rock bottom and work your way up. So I see this as achieving the top of your tower again. That's how I see that. So let's start with, this is just a general, by the way. We'll see what themes start to come through. So we have the 9 of Wands for January. The 9 of Wands is the end of a struggle, the end of a fight. You've laid down everything you can and you feel like the fight has been lost, but in actual fact you need to just stand your ground once more. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that once more. So it seems like this battle, or there's going to be a battle, and you need to stand your ground. You will be drained, you'll feel drained, feeling like you can't go on, but just know that even though you're battered and bruised and that sort of thing, that you can still do it, whatever it is. You do have that energy, and you need that persistence, that will. You need to draw on that inner strength to stick up for yourself, so to speak, and just fight that one last time. That's what I'm getting. I'm just getting one last time. And you'll find that you're closer to success in whatever struggle that is. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
February, we have the 3 of Swords. And as you may be able to tell from the not writing, what the fuck's it called? Picture. It can represent heartbreak, a broken heart, being stabbed in the heart, that sort of thing. Not always 100% the case. It doesn't necessarily mean romantic either. But it can indicate that heartache, that sorrow, that sadness, so to speak. It can be grief. I think this is where the period of difficulty is going to come from, leading up to the Tower, because you know when it rains it pours. So I feel like this is going to lead up into the Tower. And it's not something that can be brushed over. You need to give yourself time and connect back with yourself in an emotional level. I think, yeah, coming from January leading on to this, I think whatever this struggle is, it's going to lead into this like near relief that it's over, but I'm still suffering from whatever fight you had to do. Then we come into March, which is the 7 of Pentacles in reversed. I can never remember the friggin' reversed. Hang on a minute. Okay, so it can indicate someone taking on too much. So basically you've sowed these seeds, you're trying to get something out. So you're putting a lot of effort into something and you're getting very little out. or that you've taken too much on your shoulders at once. This is the feeling of nothing you do pays off. No matter how hard you work, that sort of thing, nothing works. But just know that this is what you're feeling isn't necessarily the case. Again, it's touching on that perseverance, that inner strength, touching on it. It can also signify change of plans or a life decision, lack of life direction, not taking stock of things, reflecting on things when you should, or not reflecting on things when you should. It can also represent lack of growth, setbacks, delays, frustration, not finishing what you started as well. So January, February, March, April, we come on to the Magician reversed. Now the Magician for me is, it can be two things. So it can be that you've realised you don't have the right tools for the job to get stuff done. Or it's you have all these tools, you do not know how to use them. It can also signify a person. This is the other way that I see it. How it's come out in, in my tarots, it always comes as a person. In some way, form, or respect. This person, who you may see as trustworthy, is actually manipulating you. Or they are trying to use you and use what tools you have to offer. And you may not think it's manipulation and that sort of thing. So watch out for people who may be deceitful, greedy. Careful who you trust in the time of April. But that's as a person. I'll see if I can get a signifier card for this. So a signifier card is basically when you have a major arcana, you ask for another card to come out if it will. Oh, it can signify, sorry, I'm just reading this from my trusty source. It can signify that there is an opportunity that's going to come, and you need to be careful not to miss that opportunity. Do not allow self-doubt stop you. Do not let self-doubt stop you from seizing the moment. Now let me just see if a clarifier is going to come out. One's just flipped. Oh, two's flipped. The Emperor and Justice. Strange.
Funny how they're all majors.
Very funny. I don't know if it's the opportunity or if it's the manipulating side of it. We'll have to figure it out, but it's going to come from a male, and you've been struggling with them before. That's what I'm getting. I know that justice doesn't typically represent that, but I'm suggesting this is someone that you've battled before.
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm going to pop these back in the deck. Okay. Then we come on to May. Bitch, you need to let it go. Stop wallowing in your self-pity. You see that bridge? You see that bridge right there? Yeah, yeah? Get over it. Build a bridge. Get over it. Need I say more? This one came out a lot when we were working together. You know, that one guy that would never take our guidance. Yeah, you know who I'm on about. Every single, I kid you not, every single
I
time.
think it was every single. It was that card that came out.
It was this card that came out because he would not get over it.
This and the Eight of Cups.
Yes. Yes.
That would always come out.
Always.
That one.
Always.
Something that signified to be walking away.
Yeah. Yeah. With this one, I always say it's okay to cry. It's okay to have that self-pity for a little while, but you cannot wallow in it.
Yeah.
Yeah? You need to build a bridge, get over it. Whatever this is.
Savage little bitch. I mean, what?
What did you just say?
Who said that?
What did you just say?
I didn't say anything.
Lilith, what did you just say? I really didn't hear it, to be fair.
I just said, wow, you savage little bitch.
I am a savage little bitch.
Kidding.
I am.
No, you tried to be.
If you move
said...
on. Go on.
No, I'll say you can attempt to be savage, but it'll never work with me.
No,
you know that.
No, Sagittarius are always more savage, especially couples with a Virgo.
We have the sharpest tongue, but, like, honestly, like, Sagittarius do have the sharpest tongues, and I will say that, like...
And that Virgo is just analytical.
And the Virgo just adds to the logic to it.
Fuck yeah.
To make sure that it's actually true.
And structured. Like, let me tell you a story.
Like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. Let me tell you something. Sit down.
Sit down, honey. This is gonna be a while.
I have receipts.
True Virgo. Right, okay, so June, the lovers. Yes, there is the typical, love relationship, like a romantic relationship. Harmony, love, attraction. It's not 100% that. Doesn't have to be. It can represent finding a balance within yourself. So remember, so this is before victory. So the montage for victory. So I feel like this is where you start to build. This is where you refine your balance within yourself, learning to understand yourself, what you value most. In general, when it appears, it's an indication that you have major choices to make or are faced with a dilemma. You may be feeling uncertain about situations, people in your life, what direction to take. These are important decisions that you are faced with. Do not automatically take the easy road. It's easy, but you don't learn anything from it. Make sure you have all the information to make a sound, right decision. Even if it seems on a difficult path, it may lead you on to greater things. So I feel like this is the tower moment. This is where you get over that tower moment. This is you building the tower. That's what I'm getting. Then we come on to, what was that, July? That was June, so this is July. Yep. Which is victory. I mean, there's nothing much more that you can say about this. You have achieved your goal. You've achieved whatever it is you set out to do. You have achieved it. It's time to celebrate. Time to be like, I am amazing. Which you truly are. As we know.
Oh, stop it, you.
Oh, come on.
Oh, stop.
It. Stop.
Stop. When are you next free?
Then we have August, which is the moon. You have a lot of major arcana. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
So, having more major than minor means what?
No. There's just... Obviously they represent themes, so it makes the reading a little bit more harder in terms, for me, in terms of, because it's a theme, you can't exactly get a storyline out of it. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean,
yeah,
I would say there's equal, well, in fact, no, there's more minor than major arcana. If you do have all major arcana, I would definitely think about getting signifiers, like couple it with a different card if you can, if it'll let you. Depending on the combination that comes out, can also give you an indication of what it's trying to tell you. So, for instance, I call them the boys. 3 boys. You probably know what I'm going to say. So, a lot of people say, oh, the death card, it literally means death. No, it doesn't. There is a combination of 3 cards that do literally mean death. That is the Tower, the Devil, and Death.
Oh, see, mine are different.
Ah, does it? Which one's yours?
Yeah. So mine is obviously the death card.
Yes.
But with the I think the Tower. No, is it the Tower? I get like the 9 of Swords.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god, what else is it? I think it might be the Tower. I can't quite remember what mine was. But I know that the 9 of Swords was definitely in there.
Right. Yeah, for me it's always the Tower, Devil, and Death. And that's when they're right next to each other. Not if they're in the same spread and spread apart. That's not. Anyways, the moon. So general upright. There's illusions clouding your path. You need to trust your intuition. This one is for me, it's all about the intuition. It's that you're not trusting your intuition, and only that can truly guide you safely along the path that you know is hard and long.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something like an illusion, or like some sort of dreams, something that's clouding your own judgment. So without the intuition, you've just made that journey harder for yourself. Pay attention to the subconscious. Pay attention to dreams as well during this time.
What month was this one?
This was August. Yep.
Okay.
August. Yep. It can also signify that you're letting your anxiety or fear overwhelm you, which is having a negative effect on your outlook, causing you to suffer from mood swings, insecurities, that sort of thing. It can also signify insecurities or repressed issues resurfacing. Yeah, I don't think that indicates no. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think that there is something clouding your own judgment here. Pay attention to dreams, your subconscious, and trust that intuition, because you'll find this path is going to be a lot harder without it.
Mhm.
Okay. Then
Your screen has gotten so blurry for me.
what, my camera?
Yeah.
It's probably because it's trying to focus on something behind me. Hold on.
No, as in like your camera went. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Okay, then what we got? We've got, it's August, September. We have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. The swords for me usually represent two things. They either represent a person, which typically they do in my readings, you know this, or it represents yourself.
Okay.
Okay. So the swords is an air card. It is about that communication. So it's air signs associated with it, such as Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Is that right? Yeah. That is right, isn't it? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, I was gonna say. Where am I? Doesn't necessarily represent a male. It can just mean a young person with this air sign in their sun position. They are very chatty, communicative, truthful and direct.
Sounds like me.
It does sound like you. I was just about to say that. So, as a person, represents a young one, a childish person, or someone who is young at heart.
Definitely sounds a bit like me then.
I was just thinking that. Quick thinking, analytical, logical, cool, and possesses a sharp mind. This is definitely you. This person harbours injustice and is a deep thinker, but at the same time can come across as blunt, insensitive, or a bit of a loner sometimes. In the negative, it's basically telling you about a bit of a gossip, being a bit deceitful, but not necessarily to cause harm. Like to stick to rules.
Say that again.
Likes to stick to rules. Typically.
I like rules. I like rules. I like to stick to rules for the most part.
For the most part.
I just think there are some rules that you sort of go, no thanks.
Yeah. 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 Okay, so that's who it represents as a person. And what this means is there is like very sociable, coming into that sort of like that tad bit of gossip or that tad bit of deceitfulness and just be aware of that and make sure that the people that you are around know that it is light-hearted fun. Be careful not to get too invested in it, but still be yourself. Okay, you are in your element, so to speak. The idea.
It's funny because
Go on.
I have a Gemini rising.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
As just in a general, not representing someone, new ideas, planning, inspiration, talking about it. So very much a social aspect of communication. There's a big idea in this communication. Speaking words of truth. It's basically you acting upon a thought, an idea that you've chatted about. You're eating strawberry laces. Sorry. Carry on, it's fine. I'm eating. Yeah, now you eat. What's this? It can signify being proactive, being vigilant, that sort of thing. This card may be telling you to be patient. Think before you speak and not get drawn into unnecessarily conflicts or arguments. It can also represent a fairness, a speaking out and fighting against injustice. Page of Swords can indicate mental agility, learning or getting an education, being quick-witted, curious, indecisive, using your head. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Okay. So that was August? No? September. September, October, November, December. Yes. We're on to the final three. September, October. 7 of Cups reversed. You... 2 ways again. I like to give you options. I like to keep your options open. You're either overwhelmed with choice. Like, overwhelmed with multiple choices. Okay. Or you're living in the clouds and you need to come back down. Hunty. So, yeah. If you've been living in the clouds, this is a signifier that you now need to come back down from the clouds. You need to get back in touch with yourself here on the earth. Unfortunately, I know it's a horrible place, but we've got to do it sometimes.
I feel like pure shit. Just want to be at Hogwarts.
You may finally be starting to act decisively. So after being overwhelmed with choice, you're finally making a decision. You see the correct path clearly, having previously felt indecisive or lost. It represents getting a fucking reality check. Sorry for swearing.
God, Linzi, how dare you swear on this fucking channel? Sheer audacity of this bitch.
It's not like we've been calling each other bish all day, all night. No,
For weeks.
For weeks. For months, darling. It can also mean that you have a lack of options, choices, or opportunities. You may be feeling restricted or trapped in some way.
Right.
Okay, that's October. This is November. So now we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. Are you okay there?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. No. Huh? What? So this can be seen as a good omen. A good omen. It can signify peaceful resolution to a situation, ending of conflict, moving on. Okay. It is one of communication, again, because of the swords. There's a lot of communication going on. Compromise, overcoming certain challenges, whether that's with other people or just an object, a situation. However, it can signify an escalation of a argument where you're not letting go of that fight, or someone is not letting go of that fight, and it escalates into something that's worse. It can signify being a risky behaviour, being relentless, not heeding the warnings, or surrendering to challenges. It can also represent someone being held accountable for their actions or crimes, as in being uncovered, arrested, regrets, remorse, public shame, humiliation. And then we come on to December, which is the Devil. Just that pause then of...
No one likes the Devil card. Depends, and then it goes. It depends on the cards it's paired with.
I mean, the Devil card represents Capricorn, if that helps.
Right, friends a lot.
What do you mean? How dare you?
Devil woman!
Devil. So in general, it can signify depression or addiction. It can also be a sign of feeling trapped and restricted for some reason. You may feel as though other outside influences or forces behind you are controlling you and restricting you. And this is all about you coming out of that feeling of being powerless, of being victimized, where this is an illusion. This is what the devil does. He covers it, where you may be feeling this way, but this is not the truth. You do have control of your own destiny. You have control of your own attitudes and behaviours. You have control of your power. So never give away that power. Never give up on that power. It is yours. It is yours to control, to command. You do not have to tolerate any negativity, any manipulation, any abuse from powers above. Or even from anyone at all. Always options. Always something positive you can do to improve the situation, no matter how hopeless it may seem on the surface. Likewise, be mindful of yourself. Make sure that you're the one that's not manipulating someone. Don't think you will be that person, but I'm just saying.
Oh, I don't know. Some stories of other people, you know. I'm just a very manipulative little bitch.
I mean, I'm joking. It can also be obsessive, secretive, or impulsive behaviour. A sign that you're taking things out of control. Of being too concerned over materialistic things. Status, power, jewels, that sort of thing. And these are not what you truly want. So stop it. There you go. Done.
Ah.
You happy?
No.
What do you mean no?
No.
What was wrong? What can I do better?
Do it all again.
Do it all again?
No.
Yeah? You want me to do it all again? I ain't doing you another one. I ain't doing you another one. I know what cards are going to pop out. It's going to be like, listen, bitch. What I said, I'm in.
I refuse to accept it. I thought 2022 was going to be my fucking year as well. Shut the fuck up.
It came out again. It jumped out again. I was like, oh.
I refuse. I refuse.
It's like, I'm sorry.
Girl, what part of my life is that pointing towards, though?
I couldn't really tell. I mean, we did have a
But
lot.
I couldn't really tell.
You had a lot of swords, so I assume it would be your social life.
I had a feeling it was my social life.
Yeah, I think it's your words rather than your actions. It's your social. It's the communication. I honestly feel like.
I also agree.
Good.
So change in my social situation. And things are going so well.
I know, I'm sorry. I really want to.
Why do you have to ruin the vibes?
I'm sorry. I am sorry. Sorry, I'll be doing... I mean, if you want, in January, you can do a birthday spread for me.
Yeah, I absolutely will.
You're gonna ruin it. Gonna ruin my year.
Oh, yes.
In fact, I think my birthday lands on a Wednesday next year. So we'll have to do it a day before. Yeah, it does. It lands on a Wednesday.
That's right, I could do your gift the day before. You did mine a day late.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Right. What else? Would... How, you know... Let me get my words out in sentence, please. We talked about before doing tarot readings on streams. How would you feel about that? Yeah. Or even the audience. How would you feel about live tarot readings every once in a while?
I would be so down for that.
Yeah.
I'm down for it, yeah.
Could make some dollar.
But also it's just good practice as well, because it's like...
Yeah.
I don't get many opportunities to read people's tarot.
Yeah.
So it would be nice and fun for a change.
100%.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could just pop it in the Discord or pop it on the schedule. Just like, I'll be doing a tarot reading during these times on this day. Doesn't have to be a regular day either. Just random.
Just if we've got a free moment of time.
Yeah.
If anyone wants a tarot reading, I'm free now.
Yeah. Is there anything else
That
you want to talk about in terms of divination?
I think probably just next week.
Yeah.
If anybody else has more questions, because let's be honest,
Yeah.
we didn't actually go into tarot at all, really. But tarot
No.
is one of those things where it's a very
There's a lot of stuff to learn about tarot.
yes and no, because I see tarot as a very personal thing.
Well,
So
yeah.
I don't feel, me personally, I feel like you can't teach tarot.
No.
You can only interpret it.
You have, in my, the way that I sort of like learned it, I took the general of everything, and then it just sort of, once when I got the basics of the general, it started to evolve that way.
Yeah, and that seems to happen for a lot. They obviously start with the basics. Do not dive into doing big old spreads, because you just won't be able to piece the cards together.
Yeah.
Start off by doing one card a day and figuring out what that card is. And I actually prefer to do it at the start of the day.
Yeah.
And the end of the day. Or the end of the day. And I would normally only pull like one card, maybe two. So at the start of the day, if I go, right, what can I expect the general gist of today to be like?
Yeah.
You know, today might be a bit difficult. It might be a little tough on finances, or finances might be the priority today. You know, whatever it is. And then the next day, pull a different card, try and interpret that one.
Yeah.
And then write it down at the end of the day. So it's like, this is the card I got this morning, and these are the events of which have been relatable to this card all day. Or you do it vice versa. So you write down the general gist of the day, and then you write down the card that you got and be like, does it match?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then it will start helping you interpret things.
I mean, I've started taking this deck in my car, and then I get in the morning before I walk into work, whilst I'm in my car, I shuffle the deck and I ask for a card of the day or an energy of the day. What is the energy of today going to be like? And for me, it'll either be a theme. This is how, like, odd. What's what I'm looking for? Like, either ends of the stick. It can either be that word said over and over again. So, for instance, I got justice, and it was, oh, court cases. Oh, this. Oh, that. Oh, she got what she deserved. Oh, this. Or it'll just be a theme. So it can be. One was the Mother of Coins. Not Mother of... Yeah. It's called Mother of Coins in here. But it's basically the Queen of Pentacles. And it was working hard, nurturing. And, you know, I did a mock test. And it was like, I had to rally them back together and be like, I know that was hard. But well done. Because of this, that and the other. So... it can be a theme, it can be words spoken over and over again. But as Lilith has said, pick a card. It can be the top of the deck and learn that card. Meditate.
Or even if you just treat, like, if you're not wanting to start reading yet, but more learn the cards first, use them as flashcards. Just every so often, shuffle the deck, pick one out, and go, right.
What is this?
I don't know, the Ten of Cups, what does that mean? Okay, Ten of Cups, keyword, like, key themes tends to be family, happiness, joy, and like fulfillment and wholeness, like completion of family.
Yep.
And finance, like you have all the abundance that you can possibly ask for. Or maybe one day you'll pull the Two of Swords, and you go, Two of Swords, all right, what do I think of when I see this card, and what do I know the key words are? So for me, the Two of Swords, it's like you're blindfolded and you've got two swords and you're holding it across your body. So it's like, okay, we've got a little bit of defense here, but blind. So maybe you're unaware of how sharp you are at
Yeah.
the moment. Maybe you're cutting off people off that you shouldn't be cutting off at the moment, or maybe you should start trusting your intuition and start fighting when you feel that it's necessary to. Trust your intuition.
Yeah.
Trust yourself. It's like they're coming out of water. So it's like you've had a rebirth. You've gone through all of this. It was like you've walked out of this body of water. However you see it, like for me, it's like you're dripping wet coming out of this body of water. You're not going to be in the best of moods. Therefore, you're cutting people off. You're shutting things down quickly.
Yeah.
Without thinking about it. You're waving your swords around as a matter of, defense, or like you're trying to like hurt people or something. It's like Two of Swords, and they see how much you can go into for this card. There are so many different interpretations of things.
Yeah. So like here's something for us, because as you said, for you it's like cutting people off, you're being very defensive, whereas for me, the way that I interpret the card, I bet it's right at the freaking back, isn't it? I'm trying to find it.
Do you know what we should do? We should shuffle a card and then and give both of our interpretations just to prove just how different it is.
So this is from the Witch's Tarot. This is the Two of Swords, and for me, the way that I sort of like interpret this is this one usually comes up for me in terms of fighting, where you're not seeing both sides of the argument. You're being led astray, and where you need to trust that intuition to come back into yourself. Like for me, the swords represent a communication and a balance. And as you can see, they are not held in balance. So to me, there's a piece of information that you're either not seeing, that you don't have, or that you are refusing to look at.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me.
See, I'm just trying to find the Two of Swords. This is where it's at the top of the bloody deck. So I've gone through it all now.
I mean, I had literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5 cards left, and it was there.
I got it. Bottom of the fucking deck. For me, it's like she's sat on this stone.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Thing, and it's like, for me, she's playing a waiting game. So this is like, she's doing a waiting game of whatever it is that she is expecting to come to her, and she's prepared for whatever it's gonna bring. Like, she is prepared to fight. But it's like, because you're blind, like you're blinded, you don't know what that thing is. You could be cutting something off that isn't something that needs to be cut off, so you're not looking properly, or you're not thinking clearly, and you're not being careful.
Yeah.
Like your head is clouded.
See, mine is like I said, you need to trust that intuition, and there's a piece of information that you're either not seeing or that you refuse to see. For me.
Well, let's shuffle the deck and see what cards pop out, and whatever that is, we will both interpret those cards.
Okay.
And see just how different they are.
So you just want one?
Just one. See what the first one pops out.
In fact, just put this one.
Just to prove. Oh, hello. That went somewhere. Right. I don't know where that went. I believe I've just lost the card. I'm now unsure whether I have lost the card or not.
Did anyone see it fly off?
I don't know. Now I should count the cards.
Oh, I have the Empress.
Wow, I'll keep going and then see what comes out.
Oh.
That one fell. And I have the Queen of Wands.
So, I do like the Queen of Wands just purely because there's a black cat in there.
Pretty sure it did drop. See, I'm pretty sure it did drop. I'm gonna have to actually move the chair away and stand up now.
Oh, don't know if you can see that.
It's not on the floor anywhere. Did it fall in my bag? This is very suspicious.
Oh,
I guess it didn't drop, but we'll find out at the end of the stream when I count my cards.
So I have the Empress.
And I have the Queen of Wands.
Yours jumped. Oh, well, one of them jumped.
One of them jumped, and this one did also jump.
Do you want to do that one first?
Yeah. So, what do you get from the Queen of Wands?
The Queen of Wands. So the Wands to me is about your actions, your motivation, your fire. Represents a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Represents a woman who is seen as a queen, but not a what's the word I'm looking for? Not a bad queen. So someone who is nurturing, who looks after people, that sort of thing. With the sunflower, she's saying you need to shine bright. You need to remember yourself, the self. Because the sunflower always follows the sun. So, and there is a black cat there, isn't there? In the picture.
There is, in the front.
Trust your intuition and your guide. That's why I always say that, because black cats to me are guides. They tell us where bad luck is. And yeah, you need to nurture that motivation back into something or someone. You want to embody a queen, and you're not quite getting there for whatever reason. That's all I can think of at the top of my head.
Okay. Very different to mine.
Well then, what's yours?
Well, not hugely different. So for me, the Queen of Wands, exactly the same as yours. See, it is a queen, but not quite seen as a queen as a formality. Like the titles there is that like I see them not as a queen but as a ruler.
Yeah. Yeah.
A guide, like somebody that is, they rule in everything they do, and they are good at it.
Yeah.
And they do it to the best of their ability, and they love it because, as you said, that the wands tends to represent like the fire signs. It's your actions, so it's a ruler that is good with what they do.
Yeah.
They are good at being that ruler. They cater to everybody. They are good for everybody. They see what is best. You know, with the sunflower, I see it as they are nurturing. They help things grow. They see the beauty in it. As well as that, sunflowers always turn to face the sun. So it's someone that always looks for the positive side of everything. That always looks towards the lighter side. So if they're in a bit of a pickle or a bit of an issue, like a bit of a problem, what's the best way we can go about this in the most positive way with the best outcome? You know, to be fair, there are, you know, there is a lot of lions on this card.
Yeah.
You know, there's like 4 lions and 2 cats and 3 sunflowers. There's also the water and the land. So for me, it's like for the water and the land, there is a body of water right at the very back over here.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And the land at the very back. So it's like there's that balance and finding the balance and being that middle ground, because it's even. So it's like the balance of being both. So the sunflower represents like the nurturing side, the growing side, the good, helpful growth. Looking at the positive side, and I see that the lions are in it, like your courage, your pride, your your strength to carry, to lead, to rule this thing. So it's like you're good at being a ruler because you are also nurturing. You're able to meet that middle ground, and you are strong and you know your place, and you let people know that you know your place. You don't back down. So it's that nice balance of both. Like I am at the top, but I'm going to. You will know that I'm at your top, like at the top. I'm going to be good about it. Like I'm not going to be a dick about it. Like I'm going to be that middle. There's a lot of gold, a lot of blue and yellow. Like again, it's very contrasting. That middle ground, it's the meeting of the blue and the yellow. They're in a lot of yellow, which signifies that they are just a very overall positive person. You know, their cape is blue. So I would say they can I like to say, because their cape is blue and it's on their shoulders, some people may say it's a bit of a sometimes they're a bit of a cold shoulder, best not to knock them.
Yeah.
Nurturing but tough. Like can sometimes be a little off with the cold shoulder. They also have at the very in between the capes over here, right in the center, like the brooch here. I can't decide on whether it's a cat or a bear. So
I assume it would be a cat because there's a cat in the forefront.
Yeah, that's what I imagined. See, I was like, it's got to be a cat, because the ears are really pointy as well. Like with there's being two cats, one black cat and one cat on their chest. It's like you are independent.
Okay, yeah.
Do not forget just how but your independence causes that cold shoulder sometimes. So you need to look a little bit inwards with the sunflower. And obviously, like, yeah, with the black cat, it's like you are an individual.
Yeah.
You don't care how people see you. You are there to do your job. You are put in that position for a reason. You're good at doing that particular thing. You're level-headed. You're emotionally level for it. Independence. It's just that's what I see on the Queen of Wands. I like to use the pictures as a reference, not as a reference, but as what can I see and what do I interpret.
Yeah.
Colors make a huge difference, and again, like just how different we interpret the card.
Because I was going to say I look at symbolism, but not necessarily the colours.
See, I believe that colorism always has a symbol.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So they represent different things.
So I have the Empress. Ooh, don't know if you can see that properly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll grab the Empress from my deck as well.
Okay.
Just so I can see it.
The Empress embodies femininity, motherhood, all things woman, associated with women. To me, it's all about it's not about the fertility side. It's not about that motherhood side, because I don't really do fertility readings anyways. For me, it's about creativity. That's what it is to me. With this, it's suggesting that you will come into your own and you will find fulfillment within yourself. But what is blocking you is that creative side. You're not able to create. You're not able to feel creative. You're not able to create things, which I guess comes from that fertility side. You like fertile does not necessarily mean pregnant. we've said this before, it can be a fertile earth, as in plants grow. You making something, you growing something. So this encourages communication with people, or at least get in touch with that nurturing side of yourself. You can even, if you have children or if you have youngsters in your family, go to them, play with them, find that nurturingness in yourself, because kids are the most creative people on this earth. You'll find creativity through them. Yeah. Trust intuition. And you'll know the right path when you see it, but you need to get back onto that creative side of yourself. Or you are being creative. Yeah. That's for me.
Interesting. So this is the Empress on a traditional tarot. As you can see there. So for me, the Empress is very different to yours.
All right. Okay.
Very, very different. So for me, the Empress, what I'm getting is Mother Nature.
Okay. Yeah.
So actually in the card, because she's got a star crown.
Yeah, mine's got a star crown as well.
She has a pearl necklace.
Yeah.
She's wearing a white dress with like, I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like flower buds, like rosebuds or something.
I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be flower roses.
Yeah, I thought they were roses. Now, what do roses signify? Love, feelings, expression, which is again associated with femininity. But anyway, back to my point of she has stars for her crown, pearls for her necklace, and roses on her dress. I see this as like not quite head in the clouds, but she is both the stars, the water, because it's like I see Mother Nature. She is the stars in the sky.
Yeah.
She is pearls in the sea.
Yeah.
She is the roses. If you've what I like to see is like, she is what we would define as probably one of the most precious, or most meaningful things in each element. So we've got the earth, so we've got the roses. Roses of different colours have different meanings. It just so happens that she's wearing red. Now red, as we know, symbolises love. Depending on how many, whether it's roses is like a love, it's growing love, it's budding, it's one of those things. We all know what red symbolises in roses.
Yeah.
Because it's on a white background, it's also meaning it's pure.
Yeah.
It is a pure love and it's a wholesome expression of love. With the pearls come from oysters. What do people love most from the sea? It's pearls.
Yeah.
What other sort of like gem do you get from? That you can take. What thing can you take out of water that can stay so long? Pearls. They're stunning. They're gorgeous. They take time to develop. You can only find them in oysters, and sometimes you get the rarity of a black pearl. Again, because she's around like loads of, it's about being close to nature, close to your intuition, close to your gut feeling. For me, it all leads back to your feeling. Because let's be honest, men do not like to express them at all. It's like she's very in touch with her feminine side. She's chilled, but she's in charge. She's got the pole. She's Mother Nature. She knows she's in control. She's just taking a little little backseat, you know. She's like, I'm in charge. I'm here. I am Mother Nature. I am calm. I am collected. I am in tune with my emotions. I know how to work through issues, disasters, and I can bring you peace if you only work on it. Basically, because she's on the cushions. So she sat down on cushions with blankets. So for me, that indicates home, comfort. Where it's like comfort. Where do you find comfort the most? It's most likely at home in the bedroom, in your own space.
Yeah.
So I'm like femininity feeling in the home sector. I'm done.
Fair
So,
enough. Sorry.
that's me.
There is spirit who is like, listen to me. So bear with. Right.
Care to share? This is getting very silent.
So this is someone that has been here before. Likes to use the world to represent them.
Okay.
For this, it's always an ancestor. So one of, whether it's mine or somebody else's, I don't know. I assume it's one of mine because they've come through before. Typically feminine. We have Ace of Wands, 5 of Rings. One more. All right, come. Ah! You said 1. That is 5. The things you do. Ace of Wands, which for this deck is actually a rose. Singular rose.
I like that.
Which represents sort of like ideas, dreams, a rose has many thorns, but there is still beauty in it. It's an idea that has sprung forth, something that has that is either coming or I've had in the past, and it's given me a lot of motivation, or it's given someone a lot of motivation. Then we have the 5 of Rings, which I can't remember because it doesn't actually. It's supposed to be the 5 of Pentacles, but in the actual guidebook, it has a different connotation to it. Is that the word I'm looking for? Connotation? Different meaning. We'll just go meaning. Stop trying to overcomplicate it, Linz. Financial, material, troubles, struggle. The hand finds itself surrounded by stinging nettles. Oh, that's what they are. Stinging nettles. Pained by unfavourable circumstances. The eye in proximity to the nettles. The eye in proximity to the nettles suggests an understanding that one's strife is self-inflicted. So at the time, this idea that really motivated isn't the right decision. Which actually leads into the Four of Wands reversed, which is, so upright is supposed to represent, you know, happy ever after, that like marriage, a celebration sort of thing, but upside down.
Yeah.
To me, it is the literal opposite, where you've not achieved that. It's a bad decision. But I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, no, I do. Okay. So basically, because there is about 6 weeks, well, might as well call it 7 years of January, and I got paid before Christmas, I feel like I'm going to struggle financially. But if I keep that mentality, I'm not going to have a very good time. Basically. So what do you want me to do about it? Rude. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Lilith? I was going to say your name then.
I'm sorry, what?
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm good.
No?
I just got a message from my tattoo artist, so
Oh. Okay.
because obviously I'm getting a tattoo of Lilith tomorrow, aren't I?
Oh, you are? Are you having it on your calf? Is it calf? Calf?
Yeah, on like the inside of my right leg.
Yes, yes. Exciting.
Yeah. I am so excited. I will show you it tomorrow, like via Snapchat. I love the
100%.
sketch so much.
Are you so excited?
It looks so good. I can't wait to show people.
Oh, I want to see it.
I'm traveling 2 hours to get there for it.
2 hours? Oh, then
Yes.
again, you don't drive, do you?
No. Otherwise it'd only be like an hour and a half.
Well, yeah, that's true.
But like, what's 2 hours to an hour and a half? It's 30 minutes different.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly because I'll be like changing trains.
Will there be a wait over time, or
What do you mean?
like, is there a
Oh.
wait between the trains?
There is a little bit.
That's alright.
Not massively though.
Well, at least it gives you time
But
to get
my first
there.
train is at like 20 past 10 in the morning, and I don't. Yes.
Dropped out. Just saying.
What?
It dropped out, I'm just saying.
I have a 30-minute wait for the train from Sheffield, Stoke-on-Trent from here.
Right. Sheffield, Stoke-on-Trent to here. Oh, okay, right. From Sheffield to Stoke-on-Trent. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, so that whole journey altogether is like 2 hours,
Bloody hell.
including wait times. And I gotta do it back. Woo! We love that.
Oh. So yeah, any other questions from our viewers? Anything else? Is there anything else you want to go over? Any questions you want to ask? Yeah, I think we'll have to. I'll definitely do a few tarot streams. I think
That would be really fun to do.
over Christmas. I'm sure I gave you the login to this.
Nope.
Have I not? Oh, I'll send it you. Although it may ask you for a what's what I'm looking for? The PIN, because first time logging in. So just ask and
I will do. However, I think that we should call it a night.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. 100%.
But we should definitely do just like tarot spread, like
Tarot
weeks,
readings.
once a week, like not once a week, but like once every so often.
Yeah.
Like one night we dedicate like a few hours just doing tarot.
Yeah, we'll have to. I'll get a a new layout that states prices and stuff, if you want.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll do that one together.
Yes, true.
All right, I think we should call it because it is 20 past 11,
Bloody hell, I didn't even realise the time.
and I've got to be up early.
Oh, sorry, Han. What time's your appointment?
Not till 3.
Oh, but you still got 2 hours to go. Why do you
I've
have to
still
get
got
up
to travel. The train's at 20 past 10, Lindsay.
Oh.
I've already said this. Come on, don't you listen?
No.
I know you don't. Fucking Capricorns.
I know. Don't care about anybody other than ourselves.
Honestly, though.
Can't get the
Where's the lie? No, I'm kidding.
The audacity.
I've got so much snacks. I bought like 17 quid's worth of like snacks for tomorrow. I'm already eating them.
And you're already eating them, and it's supposed to be tomorrow. Beth. Sorry, Lilith.
In my defense, I got this entire bag.
But they're your snacks for when you go travelling.
Exactly. I'm gonna take a piece of the cake my mum baked as well. Hey, it's still technically like winter solstice for the 2 days. You celebrate for 2 days.
I mean, it is still the winter solstice. Yes, it is. Finally, the dark has ended. Summer is on its way.
Woo!
Right. I'm gonna clean up my drawers. Right. We love you. Have a good night. Have a good week.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good Yule. Have a good Christmas. Have a... No, we'll stream next week, won't we? And New Year's isn't until next Saturday.
I believe so, yes.
So we'll see you before the year is out.
I should hope so. I'll check my work router. So, adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos.
Blessed be, everybody.
Thank you for joining us.
Happy Yule. Merry Yule.
Merry Yule.
Happy winter solstice, and enjoy the rest of the night and the day and the celebrations. Have a good Christmas if that's what you celebrate.
Yeah.
Or whatever you celebrate, you know, Hanukkah.
Whatever you do, do you.
You do you, boo.
You do you, boo.
And we will see you before the new year is up.
Yes, 100%. Right, love you, leave you. There's a cat. I'll see you later. Get off my
Bye, guys.
fucking plate. Wait. Shift. I'm gonna need a shift. Thank you. Stood in front of the bloody monitor. Get off.
Interesting. Really interesting.
Hold on.